Question number 26, which says the equation of trajectory of projectile is y is equal to root 3x minus 10x square. The angle of projection and initial speed of projection are respectively g equal 10 meter per second square. So we need to calculate the angle of projection and initial speed of projection respectively. We know the equation of trajectory of a projectile is given by y is equal to x tan theta minus gx square over 2u square cos square theta. Okay, as in this particular question we need to calculate angle of projection and initial speed. So we can compare these two values and we'll be having tan theta to be equal to root 3. Therefore theta will be clearly equal to 60 degree. Okay, so option number 1 and option number 4 are already eliminated. Now comparing again these two equations, we have 2u square cos square theta equal to 1. Okay, and theta is 60 degree. So 2u square into cos 60 is 1 by 2. 1 by 4 is equal to 1. So u will be equal to root 2 meter per second here. So option number 2 is the correct answer to this particular question. Verifying this with the answer slide. So option number 2 is the correct answer. Now question number 27 says, which of the following represents the motion of a particle in straight line with uniform non-zero acceleration? So acceleration has some value which is not equal to 0. So for uniformly accelerated motion we know acceleration is constant. And if acceleration is constant, acceleration constant graph for VT graph for acceleration being constant is a straight line. But acceleration is not equal to 0. So here acceleration is 0 initially. This is also not represented. This is also a parabolic curve, AT curve. So it also does not represent a uniform acceleration with non-zero value. Uniform acceleration with non-zero value is only represented by graph 2, where initially we have some velocity. Therefore acceleration has some non-zero value initially, and then velocity is varying linearly with time, which represents a constant acceleration. Okay, so according to our calculation, option number 2 is the correct answer. Let's verify this with the answer slide. So option number 2 is the correct answer. Moving on to question number 28, which says a particle located at origin at time t is equal to 0 starts moving along positive y direction with a velocity v that varies as v equal under root y. The displacement of the particle varies with time as. So we need to calculate the variation of displacement and time. So v can be written as dy by dt, as the particle is moving in y direction. We can rearrange this as dy over under root y is equal to dt, and if we integrate both sides, here from 0 to y and here from 0 to t, assuming that at 0 particle is at 0 and at t particle is at a position y. So if we integrate this, we will be having 2 under root y is equal to t. Therefore y is equal to t square by 4 is the required relation. So option number 3 is the correct answer. Verifying this with the answer slide. So option number 3 is the correct answer here. Okay. Now question number 29 says, if relation between time and position is t equal 3x square plus 2x, then relation between velocity and acceleration is. So here we know that v is equal to dx over dt. Now we can also rearrange this particular expression as 1 over v is equal to dt over dx. Clear? Now to calculate dt over dx from this expression, we will be having 1 over v equal to 6x plus 2, or we can write it as v is equal to 1 over 6x plus 2. This is equation number 1. Okay. Now we know that a is equal to v dv over dx, correct, and v here is equal to 1 over 6x plus 2, and dv over dx will be equal to minus 6 over 6x plus 2 whole square. So a here will be equal to minus 6 over 6x plus 2 whole cube, or a will be equal to minus 6 v cube. Clear from equation number 1. Therefore, we can say that acceleration is directly proportional to minus v cube. That is, option number 2 is the correct relation between acceleration and velocity. Verifying this with the answer slide. So option number 2 is the correct answer here. Now question number 30 says, at time t in second, positions of three particles A, B and C are as follows. These are the position of the three particles. Then we can conclude that all the particles are moving with constant non-zero acceleration. Let's check this out. We know acceleration is given by d square x over dt square. For particle A, VA is equal to 2 meter per second. So acceleration is equal to 0. For particle B, VB is equal to 6t plus 2, and then AB will be equal to 6 meter per second square. For particle C, VC will be equal to 15t square plus 8t plus 8, and then AC will be equal to 30t plus 8 meter per second square. Option number 1 says all the particles are moving with constant non-zero acceleration. We have a zero acceleration as well. So option number 1 is eliminated. Particle A move with constant non-zero acceleration. So particle A does not move with constant non-zero acceleration. Particle B move with constant non-zero acceleration, which is correct. Particle B does move with constant non-zero acceleration. Particle C moves with constant non-zero acceleration, which is not true because acceleration is varying with time here as represented by this particular expression. So our answer should be option number 3, which is correct based on our answer slide as well.